Last question is that at what stage of biological method hypothesis is accepted or rejected? You know that there are different steps of scientific methods like observation, second is hypothesis, third deduction, fourth experiment, and last is conclusion. When we note any phenomena, it is the observation step. Then some guesses are made. Did not know about the verification of this, so we say it is only a guess or hypothesis. After that, some deductions are drawn from these hypotheses. To test these deductions, we made some experiment, and when very many experiments verify the deduction, we make it a result or conclusion. So which step is important to accept or reject the hypothesis? It is the only experiment, because without experiment we can't verify the deduction. So the statement which is made through hypothesis or deduction, it is tested by the experiments, and after that we accept this statement or reject it. For example, we say that we perform an experiment for the importance of the water. How the water is important, if water is important for the plant or not. So, for this purpose, we know we made two groups, experimental group and control group. In experimental group, a plant is not provided with water, and in control group we provide the plant water. After some time, we has noted that the plant which was given the water, it is healthy plant and it grow, but the plant which did not get water, it becomes wilt mean it has lose its turgidity, it mean it has lose its water. So this plant becomes soft, and after some time it may be dead. So it means that water is important for the plant to live. So we say that this deduction or hypothesis is correct, and we make a result, we make a statement which is that water is important for the plant body to live healthy. Next question is that differentiate between inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. What is reasoning? Reasoning is the process of thinking about something in a logical way in order to form a conclusion or judgment. When we think about any phenomena, logically we make a conclusion. It has two main types. One is inductive and one is deductive. Types refer to the process by which someone create a conclusion as well as how they believe their conclusion to be true. Mean we make these reasoning by a process, and this process is maybe true or untrue. So to draw the conclusion, we make reasoning, and this reasoning may be inductive and it is may be deductive. Deductive reasoning, we follows the rules or laws, but inductive reasoning only based on the concept. The deductive reasoning is from general to specific, and inductive reasoning is from specific to general. What is now specific and general? For example, a single bird. It is a specific case. We study about a specific bird. We say about a specific bird. We take the case of a specific bird. But when we say about all birds collectively, it is a general case. So, according to this deductive reasoning, when we move from general to specific, for example, we can say that if all birds have wings, it is a general case. If all birds have wings, Then, in case of deductive reasoning, we say that if all birds have wings, all birds are the general case, all birds have wings, then the sparrow, it has also wings, means we have moved from general to specific, all birds to the single bird. So it is a deductive reasoning. Clear? In case of inductive reasoning, the case will be opposite. It moves from the specific to the general. In case of inductive reasoning, we say that if sparrow has wing, it is a specific case, then all the birds have wings. It means that it moves from the specific to the general. Second example is that when we say in case of deductive reasoning that according to the Mendel's law, it is a law. According to Mendel law, all the tall parents have tall children or offspring. It means that we have give any statement according to the law. Mendel was a scientist which gave some law about the genetics. So according to the Mendel law, all the tall parents have tall offsprings in the first generation. So it is a law which can't be rejected. It is a case in which statement in which the laws are included. So it is a deductive reasoning. But in case of inductive reasoning, we only give any concept. Our statement is based on the concept. So in this statement, we will say that all the tall parents have tall offspring. It means it is only our concept. It has not any law because it has not given by any scientist. It is only our concept. So we can say it is a inductive reasoning. So we can say that reasoning is the thinking of any person, and it is about two types, deductive and inductive. Deductive reasoning based on rules or laws, and it is from general to specific, but inductive reasoning based on the concept and it moves from specific to the general. The example is that when we say about a single bird, it is a specific case, and when we talk about the all birds of the universe, it is the case of a general. So according to these deductive reasoning example, we can say that if all birds have wings, then then a pigeon has also wings. So it means it has moved from general to the specific. But in case of inductive, we will say that if pigeon has wing, then all birds have wing. So it is moved from specific to general. Second, we say in deductive reasoning that it is based on rules or laws. So as an example, we say that according to the Mendel law, all the tall parents have tall offspring. It is according to a law. So this statement, it is a deductive reasoning. But in case of inductive, our statement is only based on the concept. So we say that tall parents have tall offspring. So it is only our concept, it is a inductive reasoning.